Welcome to another episode of the Disruptive Marketer. I'm your host, Geoffrey Colon. In this week's episode, I'm coming from the city of Los Angeles from my book release tour, where I have been promoting my most recent book and my first book, Disruptive Marketing. So the wonderful thing about Los Angeles, and I actually stayed downtown. The thing that I love the most about downtown is how gritty it is. It has almost a lively feel to it. It reminds me a lot of New York City from the mid-90s when I originally moved there. So why am I bringing up comparisons to downtown Los Angeles and New York City? Well, one is that gritty feeling, that feeling of opportunity, the hustle that I felt being here downtown is all about dreaming of opportunity. And when we think about dreaming, and what better place to dream than Los Angeles, it really aligns with imagination. And there's something to be said about marketing in this day and age of 2016, when we are putting such an emphasis on analytical figures and numbers and metrics and KPIs and programmatic and data dashboards over what really drives the human condition, which is imagination, dreaming, creativity, a sense of belonging. And we have to think about this, and I think there's no better place to talk about it than here in Los Angeles, because American marketers based in the United States, forget there's a larger world out there. There's a larger globe. There's a larger population of people. I think I read a statistic recently that, if you look at the entire world's population, only 4% of it is made up of Americans. There's a much larger world out there, a much larger community that we should feel a part of, especially marketers. So when it comes to thinking about things like calls to action and Facebook sponsored ads and search ads, a lot of that may make sense to audiences abroad in other parts of the world. But what really makes sense to them, as well as to Americans and people in general, is how we make others feel. The best ways that we can connect with people on feelings is through imagination and creativity. How we make people dream of the impossible and actually make it happen. Granted, it's wonderful to be a dreamer, and it's wonderful to think of, to be a visionary. Obviously, you have to put those ideas into action and execution, but you do have to start somewhere, and that really starts with the emphasis of dreaming of the impossible. No better place to dream of the impossible than here in Los Angeles, especially in 2016. And I never thought I would say this, but LA is much, much cooler than my hometown of New York City. Yes, I know, don't come down on me for this, folks. Don't harass me on Twitter. But I really feel like Los Angeles has it going on. For another episode of the Disruptive Marketer, we'll catch you next time. I'm Geoffrey Colon.